Hi everybody, so what I've got here is a standard USB cable, USB-C, it doesn't really matter actually. You want a big end and you want a little end, and what you do is you cut that little end off, strip back the plastic a little bit, and what you'll get is this. A USB connector and 4 wires sticking out. Now, 2 of those wires are the power supply. One's negative and one's positive. The other 2 is signal. You're not interested in the other 2, you're only interested in the positive and the negative, and it doesn't matter which way around it is. So if you ever look in the end of a USB, you'll see 4 prongs. The 2 outer ones are the power supply. You need to identify which wire goes with which prong, and that's dead easy. Get yourself a multimeter, stick it on the ohms reading, pop one of the probes onto the outer prong and touch the other wires. And when you get any kind of resistance reading, you've got the right wire. You do exactly the same with the other one. There it is. Yep, that's the one I want. Find the other one and cut the 2 wires that you don't need off. So if you checked out video 1765, we made this, which is a ribbon heater, a carbon fibre ribbon heater. So check that out if you're unsure how to make it. But it's really easy. It's just a strip of carbon fibre, and then on the end of it you put a couple of these things which are called ribbon crimps. They're 25mm, you just crimp them on and that makes you that. Now that has a resistance. What we want is a resistance of around about 2 to 2.5 ohms, which means you cut off a length of about 100mm or so. If you're not sure why, check out video 1762, Designing Heaters, when I talk all about that. But it's Ohm's law, V equals IR. We're about to put a voltage through. We want it to draw a certain amount of amps, so we have to make it a certain resistance. So 2 to 2.5 ohms is fine. The reason is, we're going to power this with a little battery bank here, and this will give out 5 volts at about 2 to 2.5 amps. So we put a resistance there of 2 to 2.5 ohms, it will draw exactly that. Now to connect it, we take our 2 wires that we identified as plus and minus. The ribbon crimp has got a little loop in it. Shove the wire through the ribbon crimp loop, twist it round, and you're done. You make a better connection if you solder it, but if you just twist it hard, that will do too. Okay, so once we've soldered it on, or twisted it on, or crimped it on, or whatever, we could use it like that, but we might want to make it a little bit prettier. So I've got a piece of Kapton tape here. Now it doesn't have to be Kapton, it can be sellotape if you like, just something that will hold everything nice and rigid. We can pop the wires down there in line, and then we fold the Kapton tape over, and we'll have our heater. And there it is, there's our pocket warmer. Now we plug it into the battery and turn the battery on, this will heat up and we can stick it in our pockets and have nice warm pockets. That's awesome, that's 32 degrees centigrade. That's pretty warm, hey? Maybe we should have made that a little bit longer. But it's certainly going to keep your hands warm in your pocket. This thing, incidentally, will last about 2 hours at that rate. If you want it to last longer, get a bigger battery or put the resistance up. But remember, if you put the resistance up, you won't get it quite as warm. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. That's how to make yourself a portable heater. Same thing in your shoes, your underwear or your hat. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching. Oh, and please do remember to like and subscribe.